the game can see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live. Peace.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm here with Hank Lundy, former super lightweight contender, current lightweight monster.
Yeah.
How you feeling today, Hank?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. Just another day, man, in the gym. That's where I live.
All right. Well, who next on the menu?
Oh, we got Chop DeMarcus Corley.
Okay.
You know, Chop, man, calling me out for years. You know, at one point, you know, it wasn't it didn't make no sense. He didn't win nothing, he didn't earn nothing, you know, but I got a fight coming up real soon with the WBC Silver Champion. It's mandatory, you know, so I figured why not get a fight in. We looked around, nobody wanted to fight, nobody wanted to step up, so there was Chop. So, you know, this will be a Hammer and Hank Productions co with Hard Hitting Promotions, you know, this is my first show.
Okay. Okay. All right, now, Chop band, a southpaw, a veteran.
Right.
Record of 50-28. Is this a dangerous fight, Hank?
Most definitely. You know, every fight, you know, I take is a dangerous fight because at the end of the day, one punch could change the fight. You know, I'm not looking at Chop as a pushover or any less of an opponent as I have faced. You know, I'm going in this fight like it's a world title fight. It will be for a belt. I'm not sure what belt it would be, but I think it's going to be for a WBC belt.
Okay.
But I'm going in this fight. It's a world title fight to me. You know what I mean? So we got to go.
Okay. Hank, where does a fight like this put you at?
Oh man, you know Chop is a veteran. He been in there with everybody. Hank Lundy fought some killers. I've been in there with everybody.
Absolutely.
You know, so this is good for the game of boxing. You know what I mean? You know, most fighters, they look at a guy like Chop and they don't want to fight him, you know? They said he's old, but Chop has some credible wins on his resume. You know, he keep going. But all that's about to stop because he about to meet the Hammer Man.
Okay. Hank, does a fight like this put you back on the big stage? And who would you like to share that big stage with?
Oh man, this fight, you know, it definitely does. You know, first of all, every time Hank Lundy in a fight, you know, it's a fight. You know what I mean? You know, Hank Lundy ain't never been in a boring fight. We TV friendly, baby. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, this fight, it means something. You know, it's the Road Warrior against the new Road Warrior. You know, so I'm here to make a statement and show the world, you know, that Hank Lundy mean business at 135. He has some top guys out there like the Norris, who actually has that WBC silver that I'm coming for. Mandatory.
Okay.
I'm coming. Wish you the best of luck on January 27th. I think that's on HBO. Hope you make it out that fight okay, so we can get it right on after that. Robert Easter. I've been in the ring with him, you know. I've been wanting that work, man. Come on, Al. You know, you and Jay could do some business. We can make that happen. It's all about fans. It's all about putting butts in the seat. Let's make that fight happen. You know, Mikey Garcia, I've been chasing you for years. Your brother said after I fought Denorme that, none of my fighters will fight you. Y'all know exactly who I am. Stop running, step up and fight. You know what I mean? Be a man. You know what I mean? Be a man. Come on. Come down to Hard Hitting Promotion, you know, fights like you generally do. And, you know, we can talk after this fight. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, nobody has never, ever said anything about Hank Lundy hiding behind politics when it comes to, you know, calling out a fighter. You know you as a dog.
Right.
Definitely. Do you think that it might be, you know, maybe some politics in play when it comes to a Robert Easter fight happening?
Oh, you know, at the end of the day, it all is, man. You know, these guys, they know I'm dangerous. They could talk they trash on the internets and everything, but everybody know I'm gonna talk, but I'm gonna back it up in that ring. You know, for instance, the Terrence Crawford fight. You know, he talked and we went in there fighting. Like I told HBO, most guys that fight Terrence, you know, they look to survive. I'm not doing it. You know, I was winning. You know, it just got caught with a little adjustment. You know what I mean? If I'd have made that, I could have seen myself getting him because I felt him weakening. But, you know, at the end of the day, he won the fight. Hats off to him. He's the undisputed champ right now, you know, and, you know, I want to see what he's going to do at 140. But, you know, if you don't go up to 140 so fast, I want that rematch, man. You know, call me crazy, but it is what it is, man.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. You know, you might have came up short in that fight, but let's talk about the weight difference. There was a clear weight difference in that fight.
Yeah.
What did you weigh in at the day of the fight?
The day of the fight, I was 145. You know, he was 160. You know, bigger guy, but, you know, when you get in that ring, I don't care nothing about that, you know. So a lot of people could say that, but he's the bigger man. And, you know, like I said, I had success in there. Just made an adjustment, you know, as a movie he made an adjustment, and he got caught with a shot, you know. The referee waved it off. You didn't knock me out. The referee waved it off. It's a big difference. I still had fight in me.
Okay. When fighting a person like Terrence Crawford, who's known to go southpaw orthodox, you know, fluently in a fight, during sparring, do you bring in southpaws? Do you interchange your sparring partners in order to prepare for a fight like that?
Oh, you know, with Hank Lundy, man, I don't prepare for the average, you know, the guy that I'm always going to fight. You know, we may look at him, take pieces of this and that, but I get open arm sparring, you know, because the night of the fight, you never know what it's going to be like. You know, maybe you've been seeing a guy fight right-handed. He might come out in the fight and fight southpaw. So at the end of the day, any type of work I can get, I take. Not too many people want to get in the ring and wrestle with Hank Lundy. So, you know, I got to take what I can get.
Well, you definitely represent that Philly mantra, you know, going out on your shield, being a true dog, a true warrior. I'd like to get your thoughts on, you know, some up-and-coming fights.
Okay.
You know, let's talk about the Wilder-Joshua fight. You know, Wilder's somebody who's basically been sending people to the hospital. You know,
right.
He's saying that Joshua won't last the round. How do you see that fight playing out?
I'm really leaning towards Wilder. I'm gonna be truthful and tell you because you had Klitschko. Klitschko could have took him out if we would have had the Klitschko like 2 or 3 years ago. You know, he ain't had that killer instinct. He's at a point where as though he has money, he's a doctor, so there's no more, you know, to fight for. There's no more to risk his life for. So at the end of the day, I understand pride, but the pride wasn't there. You know, at the end of the day, you got a guy like Wilder that he's knocking everybody out. He don't care. You know, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And, you know, Joshua Anthony is a heavyweight that you want to see ripped up. Sharp. You know, kind of all right in front of the camera, but in the image, he's that. You got Wilder, you know, we don't really lean towards him, you know, like we should. He's the USA, the American heavyweight champ of the world. We should get this guy more props than we are, you know, than we are doing right now. You know, we taking a guy from overseas and giving him the spotlight. Wilder holding it down. He putting USA back on the map. Give him his respect. Everything this boy touch, he knocking out. I got Wilder all day, man. Bomb squad.
Does he send him to the hospital?
Oh, man, we already know that, man. The man punched so hard, I ain't never know. Listen, he had surgery, and he been the metal rods in your hand. Come on, man. Listen, like I tell everybody, them down south boys, man, they may not be that technical, but power and punching wise, oh, man. I got to eat with some of that food y'all eat.
Okay. Let's get into this Lamont Peterson, Errol Spence. Now, Lamont is said to be coming in as a 20-point underdog against Errol Spence.
Right.
Now, you been down in that camp with the headbangers.
Right.
You know, and you know Coach Barry very well.
My boy.
Is the world overlooking Lamont Peterson?
You know, not taking nothing away from Earl Spence, you know. I know him, talked to him a couple times, you know. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, you know. Excellent fight against Kell Brooks, stopping him, who's a big welterweight. That fight, I definitely think they're overlooking, everybody's overlooking Lamont. Lamont is a dog, you know. Lamont gonna make the fight real uncomfortable for Earl Spence. And if Earl Spence can, you know, overcome the adversity, then you gotta consider him as a real deal, you know what I mean? But this right here is gonna be a good test for him because Lamont ain't coming to play no games, man.
Right now, let's talk about your Philly brother, Philly brethren, I should say. Danny Garcia has an up-and-coming fight.
Right.
With Brandon Bam Bam Rios.
Right.
How does that fight play out?
I got Danny winning all the way, man. That fight, styles makes fights, and that's the great style for Danny, you know. Danny, if he don't knock him out, he should get good work of beating him up all 12 rounds, 12 or 10 rounds, you know, for him, you know, taking a little time off. So it should be a good little sparring session for Danny Garcia.
A lot of people will call him Brandon a cherry. Is Brandon a cherry?
Oh, man,
Did
listen.
Danny pick a cherry?
Oh, man, you. Well, I'm going to put it like this. I feel as though he should have came back and fought Thurman ASAP. ASAP. You know what I mean? You took my belt, I'm coming to get it right back. Ain't no waiting. Ain't no, you know, crying about this and that. Get on him, go get that belt back. You know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, Danny been off, so I can see him taking the fight, you know, getting some work, going the whole 12 rounds and come back and, you know, try to either step in there with Sean Porter or, you know, Earl Spence or maybe Thurman.
Okay. Now, lightweight is a weight where Hank Lundy is a monster.
Yes.
I don't think anyone will contest that. How does a fight with you and Mikey Garcia play out at that weight?
Hank Lundy doing his thing, man, schooling him, showing puncher power. That's why most of these guys are running for me at 35, because at 135, I'm a monster, I'm a beast, and they know that. So they don't want to test their hand at 135 against me. Everybody want to catch me at 140 where they know they're the bigger guy, but I hold my own at 142. You know, the only thing, my losses at 140 came at politics. Victor Poso, I went to Russia. It's on YouTube, check it out. I beat the brakes off him. Had the Norme running around the ring. Everybody said it could have been a draw or it was leaning my way. They got me on that. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford, good fight, you know, bigger guy, but held my own. You know what I mean? These guys, all my losses come from bigger guys, you know, and they were technical decisions. The only guy you could say really got me was Crawford. But otherwise than that, I'm here. 135, I'm coming for y'all, man. Okay. Y'all been warned, and I've been warning for you. I've been warning y'all for years, but this the year. I'm not playing.
Okay. Well, you've been on record as saying that Tevin Farmer, you believe that he has the goods, you know, the capabilities of taking over the sport.
Right.
Okay, now, we all know that he has, you know, beef with Gervonta Tank Davis.
Yeah.
You know, would you like to step in, you know, and take that shine and, you know, get Tank in the ring? And what do you think it'll take to get Tank in the ring?
See, one thing about this, man, it would never happen with Hank Lundy. They scared. Floyd would never do it. He know Hank Lundy a dog. I don't care nothing about Floyd Mayweather. I get in the ring with Floyd. You know what I mean? They know this. I don't care nothing about Gervonta Davis. And the Barclays, I actually had to run down on him. You know, bodyguard was with me. I turned to, he said, there go Tank right there. That's the one that been talking. I turned around, faced up, man up. Ain't no Floyd protectors, no bodyguard to protect you, just me and you. And he got out of there. He tucked his tail and ran. You know what I mean? Generally, he stay around for the press conference. Then he gets outside. I seen Hank Lundy. Oh, he was scared. He ain't nothing to say. When y'all know Hank Lundy be scared of anything? You know what I mean? The fans was like, knock him out, Hank. Knock him out. I wanted to knock him out, but you know, at the end of the day, NYC cops don't play, baby, so I had to get out of there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But that guy, man, listen, I'm going to put it like this. No hate, you know. He doing what he's supposed to do. Floyd putting them guys in front of me, he doing what he's supposed to do, but, you know, don't overstep your boundaries. You know what I mean? This right here, this a cup of tea you don't want to sip on, homie.
Okay. Well, Hank, it's been a pleasure. You know, thanks for allowing me to come in and camp, catch you in your element. ThaBoxingVoice.com. I'm Jay Goodman. Thanks for clicking on.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
In the game, 'cause see the boxing voice.